There are now new reports coming out saying that the parents of the Trump rally assailant called police hours before the tragedy. But then we also have some other conflicting reports as well saying otherwise. We got to look into this. This is wild. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal. Welcome to the Pascal Show. As you guys already know, we have been deep into this whole Trump rally tragedy. At least that's what I've been calling it. And of course, we have all wanted to know exactly the hours that happened before this tragedy happened. And also, we're wondering, all of us are curious, if the parents have anything to do with this, or at least did they know, did they have any inkling that their son, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was about to do something unthinkable, do the unthinkable, like crawling on top of a roof and taking aim at the former president of these United States. And of course, on top of that, let's not forget, taking the life of one and severely injuring two others. But there's some conflicting information out here, okay? But first, I still want to give you guys the video itself. Fox News is coming out with some information that I thought was very interesting, and I think we should watch this and check this out as a family. So let's take a look at this video. I know the quality is not so great, but I got this sent to me on Twitter, and I wanted you guys to see this. This is very shocking. They say the parents called police hours before Thomas did this unthinkable thing. TMC did this unthinkable thing, as if they, and of course they're saying maybe this was like a foreshadowing or a warning of some sort. I don't know. Let's just take a listen to this.
Rally shooter Thomas Crooks' parents were looking for him in the hours leading up to the shooting. We're now told they eventually called law enforcement to report that Crooks was missing, and they were worried. And they also were told, those parents are now being cooperative now with authorities, but they gave them the heads up that something's going on with our son. We are worried.
Now that's very interesting, right? Now I also want you to know that they said that they're saying that this was hours before, right? And we understand that apparently Thomas took the rifle to go to the range, and then he never returned home. So there was a lot of concern about his safety and, of course, making sure that he was okay. But it seems like they had some sort of inkling, some sort of idea that he was not maybe mentally okay at that time when he left the house to go to the gun range with the said rifle. Clearly, they're sitting there going, we are trying to find our son, and they didn't know what was going on. It's just still very interesting. But like I said, there's some conflicting reports. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's continue.
We don't know the texture or the details of their concerns. So in other words, well, were they worried that he had a gun? Were they worried? What were they worried about?
Well, he did indeed have a rifle in his hand when he left. He went to the shooting range. That's what he was claiming to do. Okay.
Worried that he was going to try to attempt to kill a sitting president and then go ahead and turn into an assassin and kill another person and injure two others. It was an attempted assassination on Trump, but he managed to murder anyway. Are we talking about that? What were they giving the cops a heads up about? This is the first time we are hearing this. We'll stay on the story.
Now, this is, of course, the first time that I'm hearing this as well. Remember, we did reports and we covered talking about the family, talking about the parents, where they were literally saying, in quotes, we're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on here and all that. They were playing, at least the father is playing completely oblivious, completely dumbfounded by this information. But what's interesting about the information and the reportings that have been coming out, there have been reports of something different. Let me show you what I mean. AOL put out a report basically saying right here, okay, let me just highlight it so you guys can see this. It says around 11 p.m. So 11 p.m. the night of the actual tragedy, Crooks' father reported him missing. Law enforcement officials told CNN. Now, his father told agents that he believed his son had taken the rifle Saturday to go to the shooting range and thought he would be back by 1 p.m., the sources said. After the shooting, multiple law enforcement sources said investigators found a bulletproof vest, 3 fully loaded magazines, and a remote-controlled device. okay, to make the something go boom, boom. Okay, we got to use these code words, unfortunately. Okay, now we are going to be doing more of a deep dive on the things that were found on and around TMC, and of course, more information about his last few moments before this tragedy. You know what he did before and everything else. So we are going to be talking about that tonight. Later on tonight on a live, but I still wanted to share with you guys a little bit of this information. They say around 11 p.m. he called and reported his son missing, which is weird. But then in here it says that, okay, he called police after the attack with concerns that his son and the gun were missing. Again, look at this. The father of the assailant who tried to take a shot at Donald Trump called police after the rally, worried that his son and a firearm were missing. Okay? So Matthew Crooks realized his son, TMC, and an AR-style rifle were missing shortly after shots were fired at the former president at a campaign rally on Saturday, which we already know. Again, like I said, they called the reports. This is the conflicting reports. Reports are saying that they called police after the rally. Now we're hearing from Fox News that they called hours before the actual tragedy, which is very, very interesting because, and of course, I want to repeat this again. They did say that they are cooperating. They're now cooperating. So were they lying before? And now they're cooperating and telling the actual truth. Like, yes, we called police and we called to find out where our son was because we were concerned about his safety before this incident happened. Like I said, I'm very confused. I'm very concerned. And I'm wondering what's the truth here. Could they know? Could they have known that Thomas was up to no good and he was about to do something bad? Did they know he had some violent agenda that he was trying to exact that day or no? We got to find out. But they say that they're now cooperating with police. I wonder what that exactly means. What are they hiding, if anything? Or is this just a bunch of misinformation and misreporting here? I don't know, guys, but comment down below. Let me know your thoughts are. What do you think about this? This is some interesting stuff. Could this be a Crumbly situation, an Ethan Crumbly situation? Did they know? Or did they withhold information until just now? I'm curious. Maybe this could have been prevented within his own household. Something to think about. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on my Facebook page, please be sure to crush that follow button over there as well. It'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family on both platforms. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.